Hello, Diane again here. Day 8 in my NaNoWriMo journey. And since it's the beginning of week 2, I figured now would be a good time to talk to you about Hump Week. So, week 2, when you're doing NaNoWriMo, is Wednesday. It's, the adrenaline rush of the beginning is past, and the end is nowhere in sight. And by now, things have started to take their toll. As you can see, I'm tired. The lack of sleep is beginning to tell on me because I've been shaving off half an hour on either side for a week, and I don't respond to that well. The house is a mess. The family is, resigned to my disappearances. And, people are starting to wonder where I am. I haven't been on my Facebook page. My stats on my Facebook page there have told because, the views are going down and Facebook tells you that, right? Why? Because I haven't been interactive on it. I've been busy, right? So all this stuff starts to build up by the end of week 1. And you're like, is this a good idea? Like, I'm tired. So here are some suggestions that I have to help you keep with it. One is pace yourself. A lot of people do a lot of binge writing. I really admire these people. There are people out there who already have 40,000 words. You're insane. I can't do that. I'm a slow writer. I have to do it in bits and pieces, right? Try to get a little ahead if you can in order to give yourself some cushion for this week. But if you're not there yet, so what? You still got plenty of time. Just keep drilling at it. But pace yourself, Write for 2 hours, go out and walk the dog. Write for 2 hours, make dinner. Write for 2 hours, if you can't stand looking at the bathroom anymore, clean it, Right? Like, don't completely divorce yourself from life. Do it in bits and pieces. But again, remembering the beginning, keep in mind what absolutely has to be done, what would be good to get done, and what is completely irrelevant, right? If your brain is exhausted by this point, maybe do a little bit of light reading. Don't do it for more than half an hour at a time, but unplug, Take a walk, go for a drive, stuff like that. Don't make it the whole day. This is the danger of it. Give yourself a time limit. Half an hour, right? 2 hours if you must, right? And go do that thing. I would highly advise you not to do anything that requires more than 2 hours, because then there's far too much danger of that becoming the whole day, and then, holy crap, it's 9 o'clock and you've done no writing at all. And that's troublesome, right? So don't do that to yourself. But, pacing, right? Another thing is, try to the best of your ability to improve on your sleep. Take naps if you have to. Get some exercise and keep regular eating hours. Now, I know, exercise. Everybody's groaning, right? Okay, no, it doesn't have to be that complicated. For one thing, you could go for a 15-minute walk. This is easy enough. Go get your mail, right? Take the dog down to the dog park. Stuff like that, right? I have a suggestion for you. I have a routine of exercise. It's a yoga sequence called the 5 Tibetans. I know you guys are going, yoga, no, this sounds like pain. No, the thing about yoga is if it hurts, you're doing it wrong. And there are always ways to adapt moves if you can't do them yet. And the cool thing about this yoga sequence is that it takes 10 to 15 minutes tops, and it works almost every muscle in the body, I swear to you. I will put the link in the video description on YouTube, and I will put it in the comments section on the Facebook link so that you can check it out, because I did a video on how to do this for my book, The Witch's 8 Paths of Power, and this is just this is exercise for people who hate exercise. I'm telling you, it's really worth the effort. And it doesn't take long, right? But it works everything. So you feel better. You breathe more. You feel like you've done something. It actually, if you do nothing else, it's good. It's good for your body. So, okay. Enough about that. Most people at this point have done the introduction of their book, and now they have to actually get into the plot. And this is part of the problem, that holds people back. So my advice is don't be afraid to be crazy, right? If basically think about I think it was Lois McMaster Bujold who said, I read a lot of her stuff, right? Think about the most horrible thing that can happen to your character, and then make it happen, right? That's how you advance the plot. If you can't think of anything else, think about, oh, what would be the worst possible thing that would make my character completely horrified and distressed, and do that. Now, if you really can't get past that, jump ahead. Don't be afraid to write about something you have had a clear idea about, and then come back and fill in the blanks later. You can flesh that out after the first draft is done. Okay, so for me, I'm not having that problem this time, because I already had that problem. I had that in the middle of week 1, because I'm a NaNoWriMo this time, right? And I'm writing a novella. So, I'm at the point where the big conflict is starting to happen, and I find myself hesitating because the big conflict, it has to be done right, but don't overthink it. I'm just going to write any craziness that comes to me today, and you know what, if it's crap, I can take it out in the editing stage. It's not a big deal. So that is my advice for the beginning of handling week 2 in NaNoWriMo. And I see that my brother-in-law is watching, so hi. And yeah, cool. Good luck. What are your comments and ideas for ways to help survive Hump Week? Let me know. You got questions? Ask them. I'm here. I'll answer them. And in the meantime, I gotta get back to work. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, right, yes, word count, currently 11,777. I gotta reach 13,333 today. So, see you later. Bye-bye.